Okay, so let's look on other segments we have it left. We have a billboard segment, and we'll just go create one. And you notice this is very straightforward. It's just creating the shape billboard that facing our camera, and it's creating this shape. Notice right there, if I rotate my camera, it's always facing to the camera. It is fastest and easiest way to create leaves, branches, maybe even trees on the back. Kind of not necessarily cheating, because on a back you not necessarily can see those leaves, but it is create only very few polygons because it's simple plane and just alpha mask, so it's worked very well. If we look in the properties on the leaf, right here currently it's dynamic facing camera. It's why when I rotate it's always facing the camera. You can always uncheck this, and you can define facing cameras outward, facing X and Y. So in this case it is will going to specific place and locations. As well, okay, let's go to switch back to dynamic. In materials you also have options. Right now it is on a middle point, so we actually can take, for example, and bring right on side. In this case we can position where is this billboard, because this is, as a test was example, you can see kind of branch with leaves and other things it's creating, so you can add on a middle. So we'll just move it that point, hook point on the center, but you can create same them to our plans. In some ways I use these billboards to create very interesting cartoonish kind of effect on those. If you do on a branch and you put them on a middle, so they can create very interesting effect. Actually, you know what, let's do this way. We'll go to create trunk segment. We'll take this one, disconnect, take our trunk, okay, you can see how they're connecting right here. We can now, because I changed billboard, we'll go put it on a middle, so they all go stick on the middle. We go inside the trunk, and on our billboard we want them actually put it on the middle. Okay, so we need to put it them flat, and actually for this one we need to go inside, leave, and let's say user define. So in this case you can see how they spread around. We can go inside the transform. We can now also adjust the angle if we need it on them, and inside the trunk right here we can also adjusting, okay, maybe like 0. So adjusting the position. And the next, all what we need, just play around maybe with a little bit bending, angle adjustments, how they're going around, and you can see it already will look more as a cartoonishy kind of object with a global trapezium. Maybe add a little bit of horizontal as well. Play maybe on a scale, on bending, but overall you can see right here we have an interesting effect, and you can again modify in creating for your plants if you want to cartoonishy. Notice one thing, we cannot really kind of bend them. We need to add more polygons, but because it's just a billboard, we kind of stuck a little bit with those flat panels, so they can go only going against the XY, but not necessarily can bend this way. So in this case, it's what I did. I played a little bit more with rotation angles, and you can do same things just a little bit, so they look a little bit more, you know, kind of going from different angles. But if you put it far away, this is actually what's working. Again, for this you want to go from camera, because if we go camera facing, you can see they always will face kind of our camera this way. But it's one big plus. If we have just the leaves, billboard leaves, and we're putting on the plant, we'll save a lot of memory on the size, because if we're using mesh based leaves that look nice, we can modify them, but they will take a lot of polygons creating. And if this plant will be far away, not up front, then you want to do this billboard type leaves probably more than other ones. You want to use them on your plant if it's not close up plant.